How to not hate your work. You might be asking, why would you even hate your work? But the ones who know would know that eventually life happens and you might start hating what you love. And if not hating, you definitely start having problems with your work, and your work is probably something that you love or loved. I want to start this with a personal story. Dates back to the times when I was still in college and doing some freelance work to earn some money. हुआ ये कि मैं किसी एक फैशन इन्फ्लुएंसर के साथ काम कर रहा था, एंड आई वॉज एडिटिंग सम वीडियोज़ फॉर हर दैट शी वॉज पोस्टिंग ऑन इंस्टाग्राम, और वो मुझे हर वीडियो के शायद 1,500-2,000 रुपये देती थी, एंड इट वॉज लाइक डिसेंट इनफ फॉर मी एट दैट टाइम. तो मैं वो वीडियोज़ एडिट कर रहा था, बट आई पर्सनली वॉज नॉट अटैच टू हर कॉन्टेंट एट ऑल. आई डिड नॉट केयर अबाउट वॉट शी वॉज पोस्टिंग, एंड ओवर टाइम आई रियलाइज्ड कि उसको भी फ़र्क नहीं पड़ रहा है कि वो क्या पोस्ट कर रही है. लाइक ऑल दोज थिंग्स वर ओनली डिलीवरेबल्स फॉर हर that she had to deliver to the brand that she was collaborating with, and I felt like there was no creativity involved, there was no real input involved. I was just a person who knew how to operate a software, so I was there in that position editing those videos for her, and every time she would be calling me I would dread looking at the phone with her name on it. और मैं मतलब I was just not in a good space after working for her over those weeks. And soon enough I realized that every time I opened the editing software, I was starting to hate it. And I started to hate what I had been fighting at home for. I had been fighting my battles to get into filmmaking, to get into all this editing, shooting. And here I was doing a project that was making me actually hate it. मुझे पता ही हर किसी के साथ नहीं होता है, but eventually we do reach that stage later on in life, or sooner or later in life, where we do face a situation where we are on the verge of hating our jobs or hate them completely. उस टाइम से मैंने ये डिसाइड कर लिया था कि मैं ऐसा कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट नहीं करूँगा that makes me hate my own work. And over the years, I've realized a few more things, and I want to share them with you so that you also don't hate your own work. That only take up projects that actually mean something to the person who's actually giving it to you. बहुत बार ना projects आएंगे, but they are just another deliverable for the production house or the person that is giving you that work. And even though you might have to do them when you are in the need of money or exposure or credits or whatever else you need, but once you feel like you are in the position of saying no to those projects, you must. क्योंकि क्या है कि ये projects तुम्हें इंस्टेंटेनियसली तो हाँ पैसा दे देंगे, या जो भी चीज़ तुम्हें लगता है तुम्हें चाहिए वो तुम्हें मिल सकती है, but soon enough they will make you want to hate what you're doing. And the worst feeling is when you actually hate what you are doing, what instead you should be actually loving. So we have to be careful and we have to be aware to protect our work and actually be on track. Another thing is, how much are you getting paid for the project? I know, sounds very shallow, but it does matter. If it's a project that you're not really interested in a lot, but it's paying you a bomb, of course you can go for it. It's not always that you have to go for it, but if you feel like the money that they're paying me for this project overcomes all other inhibitions that I might have for this project, then don't think twice. Go for it. करो ना, पैसे कमाओ. मतलब मैं भी यही करता हूँ. अगर मुझे कोई बहुत बोरिंग सी वीडियो शूट करनी है जिसमें मुझे बहुत कुछ इंटरेस्ट नहीं आ रहा, आई जस्ट फील लाइक ओके इट्स जस्ट अनदर जॉब, नॉट वेरी एक्साइटिंग, डजंट रिक्वायर अ लॉट फ्रॉम मी, बट इफ दे पेइंग रियली वेल, देन आई एम ऑल इन. That is the fact. In fact, that is how you should measure. Either it is really high on the creativity scale or it is really high on the monetary scale. Of course, then you have to figure out how to balance both these things, that it also fulfills your creativity needs and also fulfills your monetary needs. या तो वो project creativity scale पे इतना अच्छा है that you cannot let it go. कि अच्छा ठीक है, probably this is a feature film and you're getting to come into it and you have a good role in it. Then I think you should not really care about the money, because the exposure in itself will pay you really well in the long term. तो वो decision, वो understanding, वो सारा calculation हमें खुद से समझना है to understand which part of the spectrum is this project going to land me on. Is it going to land me on the higher monetary side but lower creativity side? Is it going to land me on high creativity but lower monetary side? Or is it going to be a balance of both? The ideal option, of course, is to have a balance of both, but it does not always have to be that. But make sure that there is some incentive out of these both for you, or else you will really start hating what you're doing. क्योंकि अगर उस प्रोजेक्ट में मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे पैसे मिल रहे होते देन आई प्रॉब्ली वुड हैव टॉलरेटेड इट. बट एक डिस्क्लेमर दूंगा, ये जो मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट वाली बात है ये स्टिल शॉर्ट टर्म में ही काम करती है. इफ़ यू आर डूइंग सम सॉर्ट ऑफ अ रिटेनर और अ लॉन्ग टर्म जॉब और समथिंग, देन आई वुड नॉट रियली सजेस्ट यू टू गो फॉर इट, बिकॉज ओवर टाइम तुम्हें कितना भी पैसा मिल रहा हो, यू विल स्टार्ट टू गेट फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, you will start to feel suffocated and all these negative emotions around work, and I don't want you to feel that for your work, because I know how much we work hard to get there when we are in a position that someone can pay us to work. तो इसके बाद ये ऐसा फालतू इधर उधर नहीं घूमते हैं, अच्छे से काम करना है, ठीक है. और थोड़ा खुद को सेल भी करना होता है, मुझे मैं भूल जाता हूँ. बट इफ़ यू लाइक द वीडियोज़ दैट आई मेक एंड if you feel like I provide even like 1% of value to you in your life, then please consider commenting here on this video or on any of my videos about what you feel, what you think I could do better, and if you want me to make a video on something that you would like to see, then let me know of that too. और अगर इससे थोड़ा ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा, 1% से ज़्यादा तुम्हें लगता है कि मैंने कुछ लाइफ में दिया है तुम्हें तो सब्सक्राइब कर लो मेरे चैनल को. और उसके बाद मेरा और मन करेगा यूट्यूब वीडियोस बनाने का और अच्छा कंटेंट बनाने का. बट बोलने की बात अलग, वीडियोस तो मैं तब भी बनाता रहूँगा, इवन दो इट इज़ लाइक सो लेट एट नाइट, जस्ट लाइक राइट नाउ. आई एम श्योर यू कैन टेल गोइंग बाय माई आइज़, आई एम श्योर यू कैन टेल बाय माई आइज़ कि मैं बहुत नींद में हूँ और मैं बस वेट कर रहा हूँ कब जैसे मैं कैमरा बंद करूँ, ऐसे करके ऐसा एडिट करूँ वीडियो. ऐसे आंखें बंद करती नींद आ गई यार. बट एनीवे, या सी यू टुमारो. ऑलराइट गाइज, बाय.